The Mishnah begins, Me'ematai korin et shma ba'arvit. Starting with a bit of an unusual Aramaic word inserted into the Mishnah. Me'ematai mimatai, from when korin et shma ba'arvit. What's the earliest time to say the Shema, the nighttime Shema? As part of Ma'ariv, we say Shema every day. The mitzvah of B'shach b'chav kamecha, to say Shema every night. When the Mishnah asks, is the earliest time to say Shema? The Mishnah answers, Misha'ah shehakohanim nichnasim le'echol b'trumatan. From the time that the Kohanim go and eat their truma. Here the Mishnah tries to insert a little general knowledge of halacha by describing this time as a time that Kohanim eat their truma. When do Kohanim eat the truma? This refers to a Kohen which is tamei. A Kohen who is tamei is not allowed to eat truma until he becomes tahor. The way he becomes tahor is to go to the mikvah and to wait for nightfall, to wait to tzeit hakochavim. That time, tzeit hakochavim, is the earliest time to say kriyat shema at night. The Mishnah describes it by its connection to the Kohanim in order to teach us, as an aside, to make us aware of this halacha that a Kohen eats truma also at that same time, tzeit hakochavim. Ad, until, meaning the latest time to say Shema, ad sof ha'ashmura harishona, until the end of the first ashmura. The first ashmura, the first watch of the night, is because the nighttime was divided into time periods of night are divided into watches or ashmurot. 3 ashmurot, 3 watches, or 3/3 of the night, until the end of the first third of the night. In other words, if you divide the time from tzeit hakochavim, from nightfall until the morning, into 3, you have the first third for Shema, according to Rabbi Eliezer, Divrei Rabbi Eliezer. V'chachamim omrim ad chatzot. Chachamim say it's until midnight. Chachamim give you more time, not 1/3 of the night, but half of the night. Rabbi Gamliel omer ad sheyaleh amud hashachar. Rabbi Gamliel says until dawn, until the morning light. The morning light is a reference to before sunrise, when the rays of the sun start coming above the horizon. Amud HaShachar is the dawn. The Mishnah continues. Ma said there was a story that one time Sheba'u Banav mi Beit HaMishta, that Rabbi Gamliel's sons or children came home from a party. Amrulo, and they said to their father, Rabbi Gamliel, Lo karino at Shema, we have not yet said Shema. Apparently this was after midnight. Amar lahem, he told them, Imlo Allah amud hashachar chayavin atem likrot. If the dawn has not come, you're still obligated to say Shema. In other words, you can follow my own position, that Shema could be said until the morning, until Amud HaShachar. V'lo zu bilvad, and not only in this case, Ela kol ma she'amru chachamim ad chatzot mitzvatan ad sheyaleh Amud HaShachar. Rabbi Gamliel, it seems to be saying that not only in regard to Shema, but in all regards, whenever the chachamim say that a mitzvah has to be done by chatzot, what they really mean is that the mitzvah is until the morning. Velama, and the chatzot was just a safeguard to make sure you don't fall asleep and miss the mitzvah. And the Mishnah continues, Hekter chalavim ve'evarim, the burning of the fats and the limbs that were left over from korbanot, which were done the night following the day of the korban, mitzvatan ad she'yalah amud hashachar. That could be done until the morning, amud hashachar. V'chol hane'achalim liyom echad. Every korban where the mitzvah is to be eaten for one day, the day and the night that follows it, mitzvatan ad sheyaleh amud hashachar. That mitzvah to eat is to be performed by amud hashachar. This is because when it comes to korbanot, unlike other areas of halacha like Shabbat, which starts with the night and ends with the day, korbanot are brought during the day, and the night that follows the day is part of that same day. So korban, which is eaten for one day, is eaten for the day that the korban is brought, and the night following, and the entire night following until Amud HaShachar. In kain lama amru chachamim al chatzos. If that's the case, that whenever chachamim say chatzot, they really mean amud hashachar. So why do they say chatzot? K'dei laharchik et ha'adam min ha'avera. That's only as a gezerah, as a precaution to distance people from sin. Because if they would give you the whole night, it's very easy once chatzot passes to get tired and fall asleep. So whenever the mitzvah is until the morning, they said you should really try to do it by chatzot. But if you miss chatzot, Rama Gamliel was saying, you can still say it until amud hashachar.